what is it about business that every business has to have? Sales. So I'm in a good place to do it. So your prospects, what are they concerned about when you're talking to them? My prospect is concerned about something. And maybe
cost.
Something that you, what is it?
Cost.
Cost, could be cost. What, and this isn't in my presentation, but I'll say it now. If cost is an issue, then the value is not clear. So anytime, that's like a universal term. All right. So does anybody know what the definition of insanity is?
Doing the same thing and expecting different results.
That's right. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. How many of us do this? All of us do this. All of us do this. How often we do it? Almost all the time. Because we're creatures of habit and we wind up doing the same things over and over again. And yet we still expect something different to happen, don't we? The reason why these are important is these will resonate with people differently. And I like to lay out 3 different terms every time so that we can see how things are resonating. Now, part of being a person of integrity is also integrating things, and this is something that John and I talked about the other day. It's to bring together and incorporate into a whole. Now, we hear a lot of this. We heard it this morning. And how different are we in business than we are at church? Or how different are we at home versus how we are at work? And those are the things that where we start to integrate these things. Because some of us, and this is me too, is I walk out the door and I turn into a different person. And I come home and sometimes I don't change back. And my wife who's sitting in the back can attest to this. Now, you don't have to invent something to be authentic. You need to own it in order to be authentic, though. If you're presenting something, you have to own it in order to be authentic. So this is the one that I really want to concentrate on. It's being real. And it's us being real with each other. Being real with who? Oh, yourself, most of the time. And that's where we have this conflict, because we wind up not paying attention to where we are with who we are. Does that make sense? So, 2 fundamental elements that we're going to address today with integrity is be excellent at what you do. Personal excellence, business excellence. Both of those. We should always be attaining, trying to attain those places. And excellence is not a destination, by the way. It's a journey. A little bit of success, a little bit of things. These guys turn the world upside down. They turn the world upside down. And they're very, very good. They're excellent at their product. When they say something's going to happen, it happens. Usually. I mean, seriously. I mean, the product actually does what it says it's supposed to do. Anybody know this guy? That's an old picture, so if you know that one, I'm really going to be surprised. This guy is Warren Buffett. Number 2 on the rich scale. Just donated almost all his money. Yes, sir. He certainly did. So people hate salespeople because they have a lack of integrity, or they have a perceived lack of integrity, right? And who's responsible for the perception of your lack of integrity? You are. That's right. And that's what we're going to address. We're going to talk about key components of what gets in the way of integrity. The biggest thing that can help you today is targeting only the customers that need what you sell. How do you do that? How do you? And saying, I'm only going to concentrate on my A's. All your proactive focus should be after A's, period. The B's and C's and D's are going to come by osmosis. But if you concentrate on your A customers, and that's it, you will only get what? A customers. Profitability on A-list customers are your classic 80-20. 20% of your client base is supplying, is supplying 80% of your profitability. And the inverse is true. The bottom 20% is sucking 80% of your resources. So those are the ones that are really hard for business owners to be able to get their head around because they've got to cut some of their clients. Missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over. And and over again in my life. And that's why this guy was the best of the best, even to this day.